Yo, 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 what's going on, man? Today is February the 24th, 2023. It's your boy Chris, and this is the ChrisBeCappinn NBA show. I'm live on Twitter. I'm also live on YouTube as well. Uh, quick recap of yesterday, and then we'll get into plays for today and, kind of go over the card and what I'm looking at. Real quick, I talked about it yesterday. Just a quick announcement. I talked about this yesterday. I am going to shift the time starting next week. Just so happened today I'm actually doing a show with Jay Money at 6 o'clock. So this will be a shorter show. I'm gonna go through my analysis pretty quickly, and then I'm gonna jump off hard in time at like probably like 5:50, 5:55, 5:56, something like that, so I can jump on the show with Jay. Um, excuse me. But real quick, I talked about just a quick recap and super quick recap. Last night, Sixers minus the 4. Probably the sweatiest bet of my life, but they cashed it. And then the Thunder plus the 2. If you took the plus the 1, you lost. If you took the plus the 1, you won. You pushed. If you took the money line, you lost. Which is why it's important to tune into the earlier shows so I can try so we try to beat the lines. I really liked the Thunder yesterday. They did everything they could to lose that game. I thought they would win that game outright, but that's where we were 2-0 yesterday. If you had a chance to check out the morning show, hopefully you played both of those and you went 2-0 with me. Hopefully you cashed your own bet as well. As you guys are joining, I always ask if you guys are enjoying the show, you enjoy the content, all of it's free. Hit the like button for me to support the show. And let's jump into the games for today. I got a lot on these games, but I don't have a lot of plays that I actually love today. And also hate winning and then giving it right back too. This is the first day for a lot of these teams that's playing today. After the All-Star break, so always something to kind of take into consideration. I couldn't talk anybody off, just kind of chilling and maybe reduce unit size or maybe not playing at all today. Whatever the case might be, I got a couple things that I'm looking at though, and I want to share what I have with you guys. So what I want to do is real quickly. Let me get my notes up. Um, I should have had this up already. Hold on one second. All right. So first game I want to talk about is the Nets and the Bulls. And if I'm playing this game, I'm definitely playing the under. The Bulls have been tragic on the road. Have been tragic just in general. They are 0-6 straight up and against the spread in their last 6 games, and their offense is actually ranked dead last over the last 7 games. Their offense is ranked dead last, but their defense is ranked number 1, which is one of the reasons why I like the under. I didn't play the under. We know that the Nets, lost a lot of offense when they got Kyrie, when they got rid of Kyrie and KD and bought back Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson in the trade. So I'd be looking towards the under in this game. The total has dropped it dipped from 225 down to 222.5, and I still think that there's some value on the under, but it's not anything that I played official. So don't want to get it out, but that is a very very strong lean. If I had anything in that game, I'd be playing as far as a side or a total. That's where I'd be looking. Also, Vucevic rebounds. I think Vucevic rebounds are absolutely in play today. They opened at 11.5 and they were juiced. I think it was minus 130. You probably can still get 11.5. It's going to be juiced. Or you can get the 12.5 or plus money on some books as well. You look at Vucevic this season. He's 3 for 3 this season playing against the Nets. 17, 13, and 15 rebounds in each game. In 9 games played in February so far this month, he's 7-9 to the over of the 11.5 rebounds as well. So he's gotten at least 12 rebounds in 7 of the 9 games. That's a percentage you typically want to ride with. You look at the last 7 games since the trade took place for Brooklyn that traded Kyrie Irving away. They're a bottom 7 rebounding team in the league. Chicago is the sixth best rebounding team, and a lot of that's due to Vucevic, dominating the rebounds. 2 other things I want to add because I probably am gonna make this official play. 2 other things I want to add is when you think about unders, I always talk about how they correlate, right? You think about unders, you think about a lot of missed shots. So if you think Chicago is going to win this game, which the books kind of indicate that they're going to win the game, or it's going to be at least be a close game, right? And the total's coming down. If you think that that's going to happen, then it probably means there's going to be a bunch of misses. And if it's going to be a bunch of misses, I like Boost to get his rebounds. Also, a couple other things I looked at was last couple centers to play against the Brooklyn Nets. Bam had 13 rebounds right before the All-Star break. Joel Embiid had 13 rebounds right before the All-Star break. Aiden hit him for 15 rebounds, and Zubac had 12 rebounds. So I think Vooch is just as good a rebounder as some of those guys, and I think he goes over his rebound prop today. That would be my favorite prop that I like in this game. Also, adding Patrick Beverley is not going, only going to add, probably a few more rebounds in this spot as well. So that's the way I'd be looking at this game. And that's what I like in that spot. So next game up, and I do have an official play in this one. And I posted it earlier. If you guys check my timeline out, okay, yeah, it's actually posted at the bottom if you guys are watching on YouTube as well. Charlotte and the Timberwolves in this spot. The Hornets, Timberwolves. I think the spread is still -6.5 in favor of the Timberwolves. Total in this one went all the way up to 241. And it's actually come back down to 240.5 on some books. There's still some 241s out there as well. Absolutely too many points in this spot. If you've been following me for a little minute, then you know that we've been cashing on the unders, especially when the total is 240 or higher. And you know that we've been cashing specifically on the Charlotte Hornets to go under. I know we had a San Antonio spot that we absolutely love, and we cashed that one. I think that game went under by 10 points right before the All-Star break. San Antonio was playing Charlotte in Charlotte. Timberwolves, another team that flies under the total when they're at home, 6-1-1 to the under in their last 8 home games, 7-2 to the under in their home games with a total of 235 points or higher, including 6 straight unders. With 2 of those games actually going to overtime as well. So for all those reasons, I like the under on the Timberwolves side. You look at the Hornets; they're 9-3 to the under in road games with a total of 235 or higher. 8 of those 11 games, they actually failed to reach their team total. So if I'm picking one team to go under their team total, I'm taking the Charlotte Hornets in this one. The Hornets are also 6-3 to the under when the total is 240 or higher. 6 times they've actually haven't reached their team total. So 6 divided by 9 is what, 66%. So that's a pretty telling tale there. Hornets are also 6-3 to the under on the first leg of a back-to-back. 6 times they failed to reach their team total in that spot. So that's another 6 for 9. And 7-1 to the under when they're road dogs of 6.5 points or more. So they typically can, offense typically kind of sputters a little bit. And then a league-wide trend, I always talk about the league-wide trends as well. Teams playing on the first leg of a back-to-back that's involved in a game with a total of 240 points or more are 12-3 to the under. 80% says just take the under in this spot, including 11 straight unders. And then totals of 240 or higher, I always talk about this one. Totals of 240 or higher since January the 23rd. So just about, actually a whole month. The last month, if the total's been 240 or higher, and you guys can fact check me if you want to, 17-3 to the under. 85% of games that have a total of 240 points or more have gone under. That's a percentage I'm willing to ride with, man. If I lose the bet, I'm cool with it. But that also includes the Thunder and Jazz last night. They had a total of 241. That game went to overtime, and they still didn't get to the total. So I like the under here, man. I know that the Timberwolves play, pretty fast pace. I know Charlotte does too. I know it's both of their first game back, but lock me in for the under 241. Best bet of the day. I really, really like that spot. Also, lean Wolves. I think the Wolves win this game. The spread had came down to 5.5 on a couple books earlier. Hornets are just 1-8 straight up and 2-7 against the spread in the first leg of a back-to-back, including 4 straight losses and non-covers in that spot. If you add that they're on the road in the first leg of a back-to-back, they're 0-7 straight up, 1-6 against the spread, 5-2 to the under. So, even more data to just kind of support this Timberwolves team. I like the Timberwolves tonight, man. Didn't play them, but I do like the under a little bit more, so I played the under. Knicks and the Wizards. So line this one had flipped to the Wizards actually being 2-point favorites. Now it's flipped back to, I think, the Wizards being a home favorite, which changes things drastically. And the news came because Bradley Beal is listed as available to play in this game. He came on the injury report as questionable. I don't have a lot on this game. I do think that the Knicks probably win, but the Wizards have been balling. This team is like, I want to say last 2 months, they're like top 10 in offensive rating, defensive rating, and net rating. So low key, I think I'm gonna sit this one out. Like I feel like it's too much of a gamble. I don't really like gambling. I like finding enough data to support one side. So if I had a lean, I think I'd take the Knicks, but I'm probably not going to, and I'm not going to, just talk about this game, just talk about it. And I told you guys I was done doing that. So if I don't got official play, I'm not going to talk about it too much. Next game up, I really do like Brunson in that game, but I think his points probably a little probably about fair. So I didn't take that. Next game up, Cleveland and Atlanta. So the Cavs coming off the home loss yesterday, they couldn't stop they couldn't stop anybody that had a Denver Nuggets jersey on from hitting a 3-pointer if anybody watched that game. I think real short. I think the Cavs are going to they struggle when they play against teams that have really really good offenses, and really it doesn't matter as much when they're at home or on the road. Their offense is going to have to pick it up. Letting Kevin Love, kind of waving him, agreeing to the buyout with him might actually bite them in the butt if guys like Dean Wade and Isaac Okoro, Lamar Stevens aren't hitting shots because their offense can kind of sputter at times. They are better than this Atlanta team, though. We're not going to get that twisted, but they are on the second leg of a back-to-back with travel, home road travel in this spot. Home road travel in this spot. Atlanta, I think now is a. Let's see. Let me get it up real quick. I know Atlanta opened as favorites in this game. I think they are still favorites as well. They just fired Coach Nate McMillan. I think that's important to mention. They're 1-point favorites right now. This is another game I can kind of see going either way. Total in this one shot up from 225 to 227.5. I don't really have too much of a look on this game. I think if I'm playing anything, it's probably Evan Mobley. He played well last night. They don't have a guy to really be able to stop him with Collins being out tonight. So that would be my look there. I don't have a lot on that game though. And then OKC and Phoenix. I like Phoenix in this game, man. I know that SGA, if you guys don't know, SGA got downgraded to questionable. I watched the game last night. Dude got fouled like at least 300 times. I think he shot a career high free throws. Kind of banged up. I do anticipate him not playing based on what I'm reading from the injury report from the beat writers, because it's not just, can't remember exactly what it is, but it's not just one injury. It's two things that are kind of lingering that he's dealing with. So I think that OKC may rest him in this spot tonight. You see, the total in the spread actually indicative of SGA not playing. The spread had come down from 8 down to 6.5, and the total had shot up to 232, and it's all the way down to 227.5 now. We know that Phoenix plays pretty good defense. They're out. They're first game back. I think Phoenix probably goes over their team total in this spot if I'm playing anything. Also, I think Chris Paul goes over his assist prop. 9.5 has been his assist line. He typically crushes that number. It's nothing that I played officially, but OKC, I think when I was breaking it down earlier, OKC was giving up OKC 15th they've ranked 15th this season in opponent assists per game. And over the last 7 games, OKC is actually allowing the 6th most assists to point guards. We know CP3 is the floor general. This dude, distributes the ball at a really elite level, for all of our generations, no matter what generation we're talking about. So I think, a way to kind of fade the Oklahoma City Thunder on the second leg of a back-to-back would be to take Chris Paul assists. I do expect him to be able to get the guys going. I also look at Ayton. I didn't cap Ayton, but just watching how bad, Oklahoma City Thunder got beat up to bigs, I would probably be looking at Ayton points plus assists, but I didn't play that either. Wrote it down on my short list, just never got a chance to cap it. So that's what I have for you guys in that game. Moving along, the Rockets and the Warriors. This is a really interesting game. So the Warriors got smacked up last night in LA. Rockets first game back from the All-Star break. They got roasted right before the All-Star break. I think it was to the Thunder. They lost by like 35. And they're not one to win games, so much so that you can't even bet on their future tickets right now. For as far as their projected win total, all the sports books just kind of took them off, because I don't think that I don't think they're gonna try to win another game. The spread to me is interesting because what price would we be paying for the Warriors if Steph Curry was actually playing? This team is on the second leg of a back-to-back without Wiggins, who already been ruled out for personal reasons. No Steph Curry. And it's a road home back-to-back. And Klay Thompson, it's only be a second time this season playing on the second leg of a back-to-back. And you still 10-point favorites. It's come down now to 9.5. The totals come down from 233.5 down to 231.5. This is a difficult one, man. On the opposite side, the Houston Rockets will be without Kevin Porter Jr. and Jalen Green. So, they're going to be dependent on guys like Sengun and Kenyon Martin Jr. To be able to, score and defend. And that, to me, all that feels weird. I'm not laying that many points with the Golden State Warriors without Steph Curry, even if they are a home favorite. But I do think that Jordan Poole props are absolutely in play. I'll be looking at his points plus assists. I think with him having a dud game last night, I think Steve Kerr pulled the boys out early in the fourth quarter. If you guys were watching that game late last night against the Lakers, he kind of waved the red flag early, threw the white towel in, and said, "We'll just go ahead and get ready for the Houston Rockets tomorrow." Jordan Poole played bad in that game. I expect him to bounce back. Just simply put, and the Golden State Warriors don't have a lot of offense outside of him and Steph and Klay Thompson. So I expect Klay had a really good game against Houston earlier this year. He kind of lit them up in Houston. Um, but I would expect Jordan Poole to be able to do pretty much whatever it is he wants to. This Houston Rocket team, they can't stop anybody. So I just saw SGA kill him, a week ago, 2 times, matter of fact. So I think Jordan Poole, saved some for tonight. I'll be looking at Jordan Poole props in this morning, but I didn't play anything. Not yet, anyway. Definitely got Jordan Poole name written down. Just didn't play his points plus assists, and that's the way I'd be looking. I talked about it on the morning show. The Rockets being one of the worst teams in the league as far as giving up assists to point guards. Jordan Poole assist was at 5.5 earlier, and I talked about that being a really strong lean of mine. I just didn't get there to play it, but that's the way I'd be looking in that game. And then what else we got? Last game up, the Clippers and the Kings. So spreading this one open at the Clippers, laying 6.5 is up to 7. Total in this one opened at I saw open as low as 227. It's all the way up to 238.5. Sacramento struggled out the gate last night with the shorthanded Portland Trailblazers without Damian Lillard and without Jeremy Grant. But they end up smacked the boys up in the second half and didn't play too many minutes. The Kings are soft on the interior though. Like they just don't have a lot of rim protection, especially with Sabonis being, banged up. He did play well last night. I don't expect him to play as well tonight. And one thing we know about Sacramento, they struggle against teams that actually play defense. The Portland Trailblazers is not one of those teams that play defense. So I think it's a tale of a different story tonight. Clippers are also 2-0 straight up and against the spread as a home favorite when they're playing an opponent on the second leg of a back-to-back. They will be without Zubac in this game. Plumlee will step in and take on the starting role. And Westbrook is anticipated to start. For me, it's a lot going on with the Clippers, but I do think they're the right side. I didn't play anything just because I feel like the Kings are really good offensively, man. They can really score the ball. And the Clippers can struggle to score the ball at times. So do I expect the Clippers to win this game? I do. But do I expect the Sacramento Kings to kind of keep it close and closer than some people think? Absolutely. I wouldn't be laying 7 with the Clippers just because I want to see them. I want to see how everybody kind of, mushes together, right? Westbrook there. I think he could throw the rhythm off just a little bit. Of course, you're still integrating guys like Plumlee, guys like Bones Highland off the bench. But the Clippers, push come to shove, they're relying on their defense, and I think they have enough defense to slow down this Kings offense, whereas I don't feel like the reverse. I don't think Sacramento has enough defense to slow down the Clippers if they needed to. Nobody on that Sacramento team can guard Kawhi Leonard. And PGs are going to be a really tough matchup as well for guys like Davion Mitchell. So I didn't play anything official in that game, but I do lean towards the under. I think the Clippers probably win it with their defense. But I could also see the game kind of going. I could also see the Clippers going over their team total as well. Sacramento is 12-3, I think, or 9-3, 9-3, 12-3 when they're a road dog this season. Because their offense typically falls off a cliff when they go on the road. So I'm not looking towards Sacramento to do much in this game. But I would be looking towards, like I said, the Clippers. But I don't want to lay the 7 until I see everybody kind of integrated into this lineup. So 19 minutes, man. I still got about 20 minutes left. If anybody got any plays they want to share, send me a request on Twitter. But official play for me, what I'm putting my hard-earned money on today is the Charlotte Hornets and the Minnesota Timberwolves to go under that total of 241. I see my guy Stefan just requested up, and I totally forgot to mention this in the breakdown for the Knicks because as soon as he popped up, it made me think about the Knicks. The Knicks and the Wizards game, man. Porzingis. I was looking at this earlier too. I just forgot to write it down. Porzingis threes, they were juiced like minus 150, minus 170. Porzingis to hit three threes was plus 220. I think it's down to 200, and we know he gonna let those go, especially when he playing against the Knicks. I think he's cleared that in back to back games, and I'm pretty sure Stephen probably gave it out the last time that they played. So I think that's also a pretty good look, but not anything that I took officially. So that's what I got for you guys today. Stephen, I'm gonna come to you first because I saw you request that first. Dream, I'm getting Dream up as well, and then Cam, I'm getting Cam up as well. So like I said, if you guys got any plays that you want to share or any questions that you have, send me a request. I'll get to the questions as well. But first and foremost, I want to get to some of the speakers that I know have done their hard work as well. And I want to come to Stephen first. Stephen, what's going on, my brother? How you doing? I'm good, man. I'm good. I appreciate you being here today, man. What's going on? What you got for us today? I know your Knicks playing in Washington, man. Okay, yeah, that's some gems, man. I hope y'all was paying attention. So Stephen said he on Porzingis and Kuzma 3+3s parlayed together, and then Kuzma one block is plus money as well. And I didn't know. I don't think I heard you say that before. Stephen quickly kills the Wizards because he from DC or DMV. Okay, okay. Right. That make a lot of sense, man. That makes a lot of sense. I hope people got that gem. That's a gem. Okay. Nah, I appreciate you, man. That's some great insight there. Let me kick it to Dream and then Cam, I'm coming to you. What up, Dream? What Absolutely, bro. It's good to have you back, man. Good to have you back, bro.
So last game he had 4 blocks. I'm not saying we could be looking at a Nick Claxton, but I think he is a really good shot blocker, and he's just been underutilized because Mason Plumlee. So over 1.5 blocks, and I laddered that all the way up to 4 plus 650. LaMelo, 3.5 threes. I've been on this show plenty of times. I don't really need to get into it, but the attempts, I stopped playing them because the attempts went down, but the last 3 games, he's at 10, 10, and 15. I know Uber is supposed to be coming back and Rozier is supposed to be coming back, but he really doesn't care. If he's going to shoot, he's going to shoot. So I love the over 3.5 threes for Melo tonight. Mason Plumlee, over 2.5 assists. This is hit the last 7 games. The last 2 games, he's covered this line under 20 minutes. This game, he should get closer to 30 minutes because Zubac is out. I know Russ is in the game, but Plumlee, he's used to playing with ball-dominant guards and Rozier and LaMelo. So I'm still anticipating him having the ball enough to get his assists. I played Josh Okogie.
Yeah, yeah, you got it right.
Yeah, I played his over 1.5 threes. So basically, he's had 3 threes in the last 4 games. Now, if Mr. Robinson's back, it might hurt a bit, but I do like his rebound. Right now, so he had 10.5. Against the Wizards, he averages 11, and in his last 3 games, he hit 17, 15, 15. 2 games before that, he hit 9, so he got close. But the last few, it's just been swallowing boards against them. And I think only one of those games Mitchell Robinson wasn't present for. So, and I know Mitch even if Mitchell Robinson comes back, like he's the type of guy who gets into foul trouble and still doesn't stay on the floor too long. I doubt he will when the first game back. So I really like those two looks, especially the odds for the Randall one is plus money, and for Rudy Gobert, I think it's like minus 105. So I really like the odds for both of those. The value's there, and historically, these guys were against these teams. So taking a different look and keeping it simple, which is with the 2 plays tonight.
Okay, Cam. So, Cam, one more time. It was Randall. What was it? One more time?
So, Randall over 10.5.
Over 10.5 rebounds.
112. And then Rudy Gobert is over 14.5. And I know, again, it sounds like a large number, but he's been well clearing that. And that is, let me get that line for you because I just got to close my bet slip, is minus 104. Minus 104.
Okay. Now I like those, Cam. I like both of those. I saw, shout out to I'm not sure who it was, somebody in the chat earlier screenshotted StatMuse. It was like Julius Randle game log when Mitchell Robinson plays, and his last like 5 games with Mitchell Robinson in, he's gone over his rebound like significantly, like 15 in each game. So definitely like that look today. And I'm on the under in the Charlotte Minnesota games. I'm definitely hoping Rudy get all the rebounds and a whole bunch of misses happen. So yeah, I need the misses for rebounds. So I need the misses for the under. So I'm with you there, Cam. I hope you catch both of the looks, bro. I appreciate you sharing them.
Yeah, respect. And I really like that quickly look too. So I'm
that quickly look is good. I'm with you there. Appreciate Stephen for dropping that as well. Let me get Mitch up real quick, and then Vaughn, and then we're gonna get up out of here in about 5 or 6 more minutes. I don't got too many more requests anyway. Mitch, what's going on, my brother?
Hey Chris, what's going on, man? Just a quick one for Mr. Canadian Cam. I was doing my research earlier for Randall rebounds, and Randall, his last 6 games with Mitchell Robinson in the lineup, he's gone 15, 15, 15, 16, 16, 16 rebounds. So over the last 6 games, he's averaging 15.5 rebounds with Mitch Rob in the lineup. So really, that doesn't bother me. I think Mitch Rob might even help a little bit. Blocking some shots, or causing some defensive disturbance, boxing out, and just letting Julius, fly in there and grab him. I think he helps, and the stats are showing that too. So just if you're staying away from it because of Mitch Rob, I would lean the other way.
Oh no, I already locked it in. There's already everything I give that I lock in, so it's already locked in. But you're making me want to go ladder it. So
yeah. The other thing with that game too, Kim, is that the Wizards been going under at home, especially when they're a dog, and I'm sorry, especially when they're favored. I think a lot of research kind of backed that under, even though I think the game goes over. A lot of research backed that under, and it's typically a rock fight when those two teams play each other. You go back and look at the totals, even from the games this year, but previous years too. Those games typically go under. So I like that, especially if Mitchell Robinson is in. He can contest the shots, and Julius Randle typically gets the rebounds. I think is what Mitch is saying based on the numbers that we're seeing with Mitchell Robinson in. So could not talk anybody off that look. Appreciate you sharing that one, Mitch.
Yeah, no worries. You guys have a good night, good cashing, and let's get this money.
Let's do it, Mitch. Let's do it for sure, bro. So real quick, I'm gonna come to Vaughn. Vaughn, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. You hear me good, bro?
Yeah, you good? What up, Vaughn?
What's going on, bro? Good night last night, man. I said that Evan Mobley play. I think we had like a mid third quarter cash on that one. That Cam Reddish ladder went all the way up to 24, so we cashed on that. So looking to keep it rolling tonight, bro.
Let's do it. What you on tonight, Vaughn?
I want Trae Young assist, bro. Trae Young assist tonight. Love it so much. I played it twice.
Okay.
So we got with Trae assist, his line is at 10.5. So we got last 5 games, he's averaging 12 assists. Last 4 games versus the East, 12.2 assists. Last 10 games, he's had 19.6 potential assists, leading the league in that category. Last 5 games at home, he's averaging 13 assists. Last 7 games, we got Cleveland allowing the 7th most assists to point guards. They defend the point guard position well from a scoring standpoint. Just is not so good when it comes to assisting the ball. So love Trae Young assist tonight. That's probably my favorite player tonight. I'm also on the Julius Randle rebounds ladder there at 11 and 12. But yeah, I love the Trae Young assist.
Vaughn, you broke up. If you can hear me. Oh, you back now. You back.
I played Golden State first quarter, first half. It's not the way.
Yeah, you done broke out. You done broke up, Vaughn. We can't hear you. I did hear you say Golden State first quarter, first half, which makes a lot of sense to me. They're gonna win the game. It's gonna be because they do it early, I think, especially playing on the second leg of a back-to-back. That's the way I was looking earlier. I talked about it on the morning show too, so I'll be with you there. But you broke up, bro. I don't know if you're gonna be able to come back or not. Okay. What else? Vaughn broke up on this. And I think that's I think that's it, man. I think that's it. Like I said, I'm about to do another show with Jay Money here in 5 minutes. So definitely join there. Pretty sure Jay got some official plays as well. If you guys know me, I know you know Jay, one of the OG legends in the sports gambling community up there with Wham Bam, man. I see Wham in the chat. So yeah, join me there. I'll tweet the link out as well. And let's get some cash tonight, man. Like I said, official play for me. I'm on the Golden State. I'm on the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Charlotte Hornets to go under the 241. It's my favorite bet of the day. But I talked about the other looks that I like. Chris Paul over his assists. Bulls and Nets to go under that 222.5. Mike Conley over his 6.5 assists was the other one that I didn't talk about. I also like Mike Conley to get, to go over 7.5 assists. So if you want to play it up, I think you could play it up as well. And then I like Jordan Poole, man, 33.5, points and assists. I think he dominates the game today. And I look for him to be the guy to not be able to be contained by the Houston Rockets tonight in order for Golden State to, win that game. And those are the plays that I like the most, man. I talked about Vucevic rebounds as well. Really like that look a lot. So I gave you guys some props. Definitely not a lot of sides that I like, but we'll be back tomorrow with some official plays on the sides, man. Best of luck to you guys tonight. I probably will do a show tomorrow. Just watch out for the account. Check the Twitter. If I do it, it'll be probably midday. But I'll keep you guys posted on plays for tomorrow. Best of luck to you guys tonight, man. I'm out.